There are a lot of different looks in the pilot. One of the most iconic for Tony Soprano is the robe and shorts when he's out with
Yeah.
the ducks.
Oh my
What
God.
do you recall about the robe?
I recall so much because I got into so much trouble by Sakharov because it was so bland in a weird way, and by someone else, maybe David at the end was like, I think I do things pretty quietly in my color choices, in the way fabric moves. I probably didn't know half as much as I know now. I was really young. But I knew the robe was something kind of audacious for a large man to be in front of his whole neighbors, to do this thing, but also it was quite fragile for him because it was the thing that triggered him into going into therapy. I think I kind of thought of him as a kind of Jesus, to be honest, which may not make sense, or maybe it does because of Catholicism in that world of Italian mafia. But I think I thought about this robe, which I did dye 1,000 times, and I did choose that color, even though I was told it was kind of too muted. I think I wanted him to be a part of the water, and I wanted him to be a part of the ducks, and I wanted him to be this kind of otherworldly being communing with something that he knew nothing about, and that sounds crazy if I'm going to say it, and the ducks accepting him and the water accepting him, and that kind of being a sort of baptismal, off-screen story that happens. I often think about what's not just on the page, but what's happening in between the words of the page and how that relates to the character. And so I think I was thinking on a whole religious baptismal trajectory of being reborn into an acceptance of his mind and the other parts of himself, right? The other, not three-dimensional, but 5,000 dimensional selves that we have, and how that complicates the very base of his upbringing and mafia family. So it was like a kind of seminal cleansing moment of very neutralness and almost a kind of second skin in another way.